A collapsed tunnel and traces of a strange 9-high tunnel are among the important finds unearthed in the Money Pit area, and the crew on Oak Island is working on a new day Haysby to find solutions to a 230-year-old mystery. The team drilled a new exploratory B-hole called D57-1 and discovered strong evidence of a mysterious 9-high tunnel at a depth of 100 feet. Geoscientist Dr. Ian Spooner and his colleagues presented new groundwater testing data, showing that the large source of precious metals they have been trying to pinpoint for more than 3 years was no longer detected in the area of the soil baby blob, but appeared more than 40 feet to the southwest. Rick is excited to go over the team's and past treasurers' records. Metal detector specialist Gary Drayton shows up with his daughter Cad Drone and his protege to help with the search for vital materials as the new core drilling operation in the Money Pit location gets begin. In order to find additional proof of the tunnel and rich metals found more than 100 feet below the surface, hunters will locate uncharted territory. They will build one or more huge diameter steel cones to recover them if they are successful. Hints. A wooden beam at the end of the team's pole may be proof of work done by the Russell family in their unsuccessful attempt to locate the flood tunnel in the 1960s. Or it may be connected to those who created the flood 8.755.6 of Morale, which is only 11 feet southwest of the location where they came into an enigmatic 9-tall tunnel a week ago. The group is keeping an eye on the wood fragments down to 109 feet and wants to know if they have struck the crew is also monitoring the sonic drilling activity occurring in the area, which is located just 11 feet southwest of the site where they entered an unidentified 9-ton high tunnel 1 week ago. The crew is also monitoring the area for valuable metals that have been discovered there. The possibility of finding the S of the precious metals found in the area is another possibility that the team is looking at. At the moment, the team is working on a potentially important moment. Whether or not this tunnel is related to the original Money Pit and the fable wealth that has been sought after for more than 2 centuries is a crucial subject that must be addressed. After finding an unidentified tunnel in borehole 8.755.6 that is almost 110 feet deep, the team is excited to carry on their quest in the vicinity of the Money Pit. The team is working on a project to find answers in Smith's Cove, where they have not found the cement from the 1960s when the rests were there. They believe that the projected lines in the Money Pit are accurate and can be projected back to the site. They have been drilling and exploring the deeper wood in the general area as they have received new information. They have also been discovering small artifacts and spoils on Lot 4, such as a lead ball and a silver artifact. The lead ball is more interesting because it appears to have been used for something else, while the silver relic is more recent due to its high aluminum content. It is probable that soldiers who were digging in trenches and carved items out of musket balls manufactured the distinctively pitted lead ball. Because of the scientific evidence that a piece of lead shot found in the large stone foundation on Lot the 5th of May have been made as early as the 1600s, according to allergist Emma Colligan. A potentially revolutionary finding has been made at the Oakland laboratory. 2 examples of old antiquities collected from the area are the starburst button and the scallop disc, both of which originated before the 18th century. 2 examples of vintage relics collected from the area are the starburst button and the scallop disc. The identification of the person who constructed the circular foundation on Lot 5, and maybe the original Money Pit design, may be aided by the important evidence provided by the finding of these items. In addition to continuing their investigation, the team is looking for additional clues in the Money Pit region, which has been a mystery for more than 200 years. They are trying to find out where a treasure may be hidden there. They discovered a building that had collapsed, and the main building material was limestone. The structure was made of granite and gravel. Although it appears to be made of concrete wood in the area where Chappell had lowered his shaft while looking for the vault, it is possible that this structure is actually made of concrete. The crew is currently exploring after discovering what may be a historic discovery in Bowl 87556, which is more than 150 feet deep. It's Rick. The other members of the team have communicated with the Lena Craig tester about this discovery. The team is currently conducting an investigation into the wood located here, and it is probable that the wood contains remnants of the church. The vault. In order to determine the best location for the discovery, the team is currently looking for appropriate targets that might justify the sinking of enormous steel cones with diameters of at least 7 feet or more. The discovery and the potential for the researchers to validate their findings have excited the team. An overview of the situation is that the team is looking into the possibility of finding a treasure in the Money Pit region. They are currently trying to gather and analyze the data in order to determine the best location for the discovery place. They are currently involved in the process of collecting samples and evaluating the data because it is easy to make hasty judgments in the Money Pit region. On Lot 32, just west of the swamp, Gary Drayton and treasure hunter Michael John have found a potentially important discovery. Lagena is part of the team. The team is thrilled about the coin's appearance because it has the 1700s written all over it, and they are certain that there will be a king on it when it is cleaned up. Marty Dave and Michael John have found two 17th century British coins from the 1600s that they believe could provide evidence that a British operation to hide valuables on Oak Island took place later, possibly in the 17th century. They are also determined to continue their investigation of the location where late 18th century landowner Samuel Ball built a prosperous homestead. Gary Drayton is only permitted to excavate flagged sites, but with the help of provincial archaeologist LagIna, they discovered one nice pink flag there that they think to be the closest to the Ball Foundation. Lagena is thrilled about the find and can't wait to carry out more research. As they dig deeper, they discover that the coins are old greeny, indicating that they are copper coins from the 1730s and 1740s. This is encouraging because, on Oak Island, it's likely that one of the large copper coins you find will be a British penny because of how old they are. Lagena is thrilled about the finding and eager to see what the coin indicates. They have marked the coin and are prepared to proceed. They hope to find gold or silver and are eager to see what else is discovered. Along with their partner Craig Tester, the crew of Rick and Mary Lagena talked about their search operations in Oak Island's fabled Money Pit area. They have been concentrating on the metals in the water and the yellow cone, which is Fred's special area of interest because it consistently elevated quantities of copper, lead, zinc, and tin. According to Dr. Michelle, the treasure is located in an oval-shaped space measuring 30 by 15 feet, which they will refer to as the Golden Egg. To assess the possible sources of the metals, the team intends to drill a number of wells in the region. The Golden Egg and the Baby Blob will both be covered by the first well in 13. At a depth of almost 100 feet, evidence of a potential structure was discovered during drilling borehole N13 in the potential treasure zone. Rick and the team are thrilled about the possibility of finding the treasure, but Scott and the team are unsure if they will find it there. They feel as though they have caught something and intend to proceed to the next hole, which is 5 feet away. Dr. Spooner is asked by Rick Lagena to collect a water sample for metal analysis. After being informed of a possibly significant development close to the recently drilled borehole known as N13 in the Golden Egg, where the crew believes they almost bored into a suspected man-made structure around 100 feet deep, Rick Lagena arrives at the Money Pit area. The crew of Rick and Marty Lagena is working on a 229-year-old treasure mystery on Oak Island with the aim of finding the hidden treasure within the Golden Egg area. Rick samples FN3 in the yellow cone beneath the yellow cone and hears an extraordinary boom that he believes is coming out of the well. Dr. Spooner reveals that there is a collapse underground that could be a chance to discover the treasure once and for all. The chemistry has pointed to something happening in the area, and the team believes that there is a significant interest in the area. The team, which is investigating a Viking settlement in North America, specifically the Lanso Meadow site in Newfoundland, is thrilled about the prospect of discovering a new hole that might help explain the metals. They found an underground collapse that may have moved water from a tunnel or shaft, which is crucial to understanding the origin of the metals found there. The team also discovers another Roman coin that they believe may be connected to descendants of Vikings. They learned that by 875 AD, the Norse had reached Iceland, and by 985 AD, they had reached Greenland, the only known Viking settlement on the North American continent. Lanso Meadows was active in 1021 AD. This discovery is significant, as it is the only officially recognized Viking settlement in North America. The team believes that the descendants of Vikings are essential to understanding how an old world treasure might have come to Oak Island. They believe they were integral to the ability of someone to come across the North Atlantic to the Maritimes and do work on Oak Island. They plan to bring the items they suspect may be related to the Vikings' descendants to Oak Island, as they believe they were integral to the ability of someone to work on the island The team plans to mount an expedition to Lono Meadows to explore the area further. They are excited about the potential new insights and perspectives that will be gained from their exploration. They are excited to go to Lono Meadows and provide a full report on their findings. As a copper belt plate was found that may be related to the iron tools found in the nearby foundation. The Oak Island team found a copper plate in the spoils from the round feature on Lot 5. Archaeometallurgist Emma Culligan examined the artifact using the SkySkin 1273 CT scanner and X-ray fluorescent spectrometer to determine its composition, which could help determine when it was created. Later that morning, Craig and other team members meet with blacksmithing expert Carmen Liga, who has come to examine the mysterious copper plate. If the plate has any military insignia or regimental numbers, it could tell us who created the feature and possibly buried valuables in the money pit. The copper alloy, which is made up of copper, zinc, iron, lead, and arsenic, is thought to have existed for more than a century before the money pit was discovered. The team thinks that Sir William Phips, who found the Concepcion in 1687, may have been on Lot 5 doing something that many people are familiar with. Some of the treasure from the conception was hidden to Oak Island thanks to the work of 32-degree Freemason Scott Clark. The team has identified a prime suspect who could have been responsible for the 30-year-old mystery. After recovering more than 34 tons of the valuables from the renowned Spanish treasure wreck known as the Concepcion, which sank off the coast of the Dominican Republic in 1641, Sir William Phips, an English politician and naval captain, returned to the wreck with the assistance of Captain Andrew Belcher, a Freemason, who brought less than 5 more tons of treasure to the English crown. Phips made 2 successful salvages of the Concepcion in 1687. Clark is adamant that Baylor and his associates were moving valuables from the Concepcion to the Oak Island region. In addition to explaining who built the vault in the swamp where former landowner Anthony Graves may have found a cache of Spanish silver, if the team can demonstrate that Sir William Phips and Andrew Belcher are related to the rounded feature on Lot 5, it may also reveal who made the Eye of the Swamp as a covert calling card. Although there is still more work to be done, the team admits that discovering other vaults in the marsh or on Lot 5 could be evidence. These vaults could contain a small portion of the treasure. Specialist in metal detection Gary Drayton and Alex Lagena, his nephew, are looking for a further hints to unravel the enigma of Oak Island. The team has recently recovered metal ship spikes in the area that predate the discovery of the money pit in 1795, as well as a 14th century lead cross, which may be connected to the Christian military order of the Knights Templar. The team is excited about the potential of the artifacts trapped under the giant rock in Smith's Cove. They need to dig quickly, because the rocks keep filling back in, making it difficult to find them. They decide to bring more shovels and expand the hole to dig out the artifacts at the depth of the hole. They discover a large, heavily encrusted metal object beneath the shoreline of Smith's Cove. The object is believed to be a big iron conglomerate coming off a wreck. Archaeologist Lar Niban and archaeometallurgist Emma Culligan have been analyzing the large iron object and have successfully removed corroded materials from its surface. The object is found to be a cast iron stove door, with the starburst design similar to the button found in 2023 in the stone feature on Lot 5. Gary wonders if these items are connected because the stove door's starburst shape might have been a common stove design in the past. According to Emma, cast iron stoves can be traced back to the middle of the 18th century, but their manganese content places them closer to the middle of the 19th century. To come closer to unraveling the mystery of Oak Island, the team must learn the stove's design. They are enthusiastic about the relic's potential. The Oak Island team is committed to working with archaeologists to solve the riddle of the enigmatic objects, despite the difficulties they encounter when excavating further into the hole. Lar Niban and Emma Culligan want to figure out how the stove door was made and how it relates to the medieval button discovered in 20123. The plot centers on a group of researchers at Smith's Cove who are looking for the fabled flood tunnel, thought to have fed seawater into the original money pit. The team is led by Craig Tester and Rick Lagena, and they are in the area where the restalls placed wooden forms down the hole, but their forms blew out and they lost the hole. They are discovering metal and wood detectors that they think may be evidence of the shaft's construction, as well as a modern nail that they think is the restall shaft. This modern nail may provide a crucial hint that the team is getting close to discovering the wooden frame or forms constructed by the Restall family in 1961 when they poured concrete into the vertical shaft. As they continue their excavation in Smith's Cove, they discover remnants of the Restall's operations, like a broken spike and a rounded beveled point. If they are able to confirm the location of the vertical shaft, they should be able to locate the flood tunnel itself, which is a direct connection to the treasure. The next 5 to 10 feet will provide more details regarding the location of the money pit in Smith's Cove. The team is committed to digging and finding clues to the money pit location.